Shalom Yasharala. I want to start off by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this 100% truth, who taught us this 100% truth through the spirits that be, Yahweh, Bahashem, Shai. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect that they're pushing this word through the full corner of sincerity. And peace and blessing to you hopeful believers out there to y'all. Shalom, man. We got a video, you know what I'm saying, through the power spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Shai, man. Going into what is Esau's main goal, man. You know what I'm saying? Esau has a goal, a goal that he wants to complete, man. He has a goal, man. He has a main goal he wants to complete. Yeah, you know, Esau, he wants to bring forth this new world order, you know what I'm saying? He wants to bring forth this new world order, but he has a goal higher than that, man. He has a goal higher than that. And he's been doing this. He's been trying to achieve this goal for the longest, man. Let's go to Psalms 83, man. Psalms chapter 83, verse 1. Keep now thou silence, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Which are talking about the Israelites, the ones that hate the Israelites, man. Which would be the heathen nations. And it says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. So let's get the definition of crafty counsel, man. Let's get the definition. It says, it is well rendered here. They have taken, let's get the definition of crafty and counsel. Because it said they had taken crafty counsel, man. It says crafty means a clever at achieving one's aim by indirect or deceitful methods, involving the making of decorative objects and other things by hand. Right? Now let's get the one in the blue letter Bible. That really hit. Because it's really talking about the first one. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me go back. It's really talking about the first one. It's a lot here. The Wi-Fi is acting funny. Could be the family of the word. Lord will. Because we know what that means, man. But probably turn off my Wi-Fi. Yeah, it says the clever at achieving one's aims by indirect or deceitful methods. Now let's get it in the blue letter Bible though. Because that's what Esau is all built about, man. He's built about achieving his goal. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get what his goal is, man. Because Esau has a goal, man. He has a goal that he's trying to achieve, which he's not going to achieve because Yahweh Bahashem Shai is going to rise and disappoint him, man. Because he's trying to bring forth his new order, this full world domination. But first, he must do this one specific thing first to achieve that goal, man. Because he doesn't want no rebellion. He doesn't want no rebellion, man. And it says crafty right here. It's in a Hebrew. It says Aram. Let me get the Bible out. It says to be subtle, to be shrewd, be crafty, beware, take crafty counsel, be prudent, be subtle, to be crafty, become shrewded. To be subtle, man. Subtlety, prudent, beware. You know what I'm saying? That's what the blue letter Bible says. In better words, this devil being, which devil means deceitful. He's going to use his deceitful ways to, because they said counsel. So let's get counsel. Slocky, I forgot to get counsel. Because I think that's like a meeting. You know what I'm saying? Counsel, assembly. You know what I'm saying? Counsel, familiar conversation. So they done did crafty assembly. So they have came together to figure out how. Let's go back to the scripture. It says, they have taken crafty counsel against our people and consulted against our hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So Esau, Edom, you know what I'm saying, and the heathen nations, but the one that's at the top, Esau, Edom, the main adversary. There's more adversaries, but he's the main one. Being the so-called white man, he's done taken crafty counsel with the other heathen nations, the ones that hate the Israelites, that have made a tumult for the Israelites. The ones that they have taken crafty counsel, so they done had a meeting pretty much, you know what I'm saying, a council, a congregation, a gathering, and discussing what ways could they make Israel not a remembrance, and better ways, how can they deceive the Israelites, have them thinking that we're this, we're that. You know what I'm saying? And let's read some more. It says, for they have consulted against one another, consent, they are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and Ishmaelites, these are going into the enemies pretty much, man. And the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gebel and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, as to the brook of Kinson, which perished at Endor. They became as a dung of the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, like Zeb, ye all their princes, and Zebah as Zalmania, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of the power and possession. Now this was done to us through the power and speed of Yahweh shot, man, because we, as it said in Baruch, man, we provoked him to wrath. So, you know, he delivered us to our enemies. You know what I'm saying? Because we were sacrificing them to devils. So he delivered us to our enemies, man. Yeah, because pretty much that was going to how Esau, Edom, and the heathen nation are trying to make Israel not in remembrance, man. That's Esau's main goal, man. His main goal is to delete the Israelites off of this earth, pretty much. That's why scriptures say he's shortened the days for the elect's sake, because if you didn't, no flesh would be saved, because, let's get that. Let me see if probably still not gonna pop up. Let me do this. There we go. Isaiah 45:4. It says, for Jacob my servants. Okay, nah, it's not this one. Alright, let's do it. Hey, like Apostle Bar said, man, just go look it up. But this is Matthew 24:22. And except those days shall be shortened, therefore shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened. Exactly, because Esau, Edom, his main goal is to wipe the Israelites from the planet, to delete the Israelites from existence, right? That's his goal, because he said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may no more be in remembrance. That's Esau go. He's trying to get to the point to where he's trying to get to the point to where Israel, Yasha Allah, is no more in remembrance, where that nation doesn't exist. And when he's bringing forth his free enterprise, you know what I'm saying, his new world order, that's his main goal. Because when he brings forth the new world order, he's trying to make it to where, that's why Esau has funded the slave trade, you know what I'm saying? That's why he's funding these rappers. He's funding these, what is it called? Under his rulership, this is what Esau's done did, pretty much, man. He's unfunded under his rulership, because the scripture say how the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. So what Esau's done with having the power of the earth in his hands is he's been dedicating his soul life. He's been dedicating to making Israel not a remembrance. Knocking the noses off of our people. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that scripture, man, before we get this. Right here, this is Jeremiah 8:1. At that time saith the Lord Yahweh, they shall bring out the bones of the kings of Judah, and the bones of his princes, and the bones of the priests, and the bones of the prophets, and the bones of the inhabitants of Jerusalem out of their graves. And they shall spread them before the sun and the moon and all the host of heaven, whom they have loved and whom they have served, and after whom they have walked, and whom they have sought, and whom they have worshipped. They shall not be gathered, nor be buried. They shall be for the dung upon the face of the earth, man. Exactly. Cause that what Esau Edom did with the heathen nation. This is playing a part into how they making Israel not a remembrance, man. They dug up the bones. That's why people be like, if we ruled, if we're the Israelites and if we ruled upon the time, where the bones at? Where the fossils? Where the fossils at? You know what I'm saying? Because they have fossils for dinosaurs. It shows evidence that there was creatures known as, well, Esau, they call them dinosaurs. That's not what they really called, but there was creatures above amongst the earth. You know what I'm saying? I think they're called behemoths. Salak if I'm wrong though. That was above the earth. That was pretty big. You know what I'm saying? They have those bones to show that. But they don't have bones to show that there were so-called black men, well, better words, so-called melanated beings ruling this earth at a point in time, known as the Israelites. We don't got no bones. They don't got the bones of Judah, the bones of the kings of Judah. You know what I'm saying? They don't got the bones of King David, the bones of King Solomon. You know, the bones of Noah, the bones of you know what I'm saying? All the prophets of old, man. They don't got the bones. So it shows no evidence that we've ruled. Then on top of that, they knocked the noses off of the statues that's been built, destroyed them, done hidden them. You know what I'm saying? They the top elite banking families. They done hid the statues from us. You know what I'm saying? All these things playing a part into not making Israel not a remembrance, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why the scriptures say in Matthew 24:22, and except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. Why? Because the rate that Esau's going, we know what his goal is. We know what he's trying to reach. He's trying to get to the point to where Israel is completely not in remembrance. You know what I'm saying? Now, at a point in time, we didn't know our power, but we came back in remembrance of our power in our captivity pursuant to the scriptures, because scriptures explain how there was going to be a great falling away where we was going to completely, you know what I'm saying? You know, they beat their Christianity into us in that captivity. And we still in that captivity now. It's just not hardcore as far as physical. Now it's mentally. It's heavy on mentally, man. And then our seed come through, you know, separating our seed from each other, not knowing that they're Israelites, thinking that they're African American, thinking that they're this, thinking that they're all these other stuff except for Israelite. You know what I'm saying? But as the scriptures say, that we'll come back in remembrance of our power in captivity, man, which we have. Showing you how Yahweh Bashma Shah, this is his movie. He's controlling the devil and he's controlling the righteous. He's controlling everything. Because I remember when the apostles said that one day they was prophesying, right? Making videos, right? They was making videos. Well, not making videos. I think they was on the highways and byways. Yeah, they was on the highways and byways, and they said some dudes put up in a black van, all black. You know how the government cars be looking. They got the black Cadillac, the black SUV. Hopped out of the black SUV, man, and put up and said, "How did you find it? We paid top dollar to get rid of this stuff, right?" Goes into them. they did crafty counsel to cut them off as a nation and not make them in remembrance. You know what I'm saying? They paid top dollar. Shows you how Yahweh Shah controls everything. They paid top dollar, but we came back in remembrance in our captivity through our captivity through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shah by bestowing that knowledge back upon us, man. You know what I'm saying? He stirred up our minds of remembrance, because that's why we say we were in remembrance, because Yahweh Shah even said it. We once knew these things. So it was like, oh, this is all new to us. No. At a point in time in our previous reincarnation, we knew these things. We knew we was Israelites. We knew Yahweh. We knew Yahweh Shah. We knew our power. We knew who the heathen nation was and who hated us. And we hated them. We knew our enemies. You know what I'm saying? We knew those things. That's why, and then it says, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Exactly, man. Cause he finna get the elect he finna get the elect out of here, man. He finna get them out of here. So he's shortening the days. Cause if it were to go on, man, go on for a good 50 years, man, Esau had them wiped out the Israelites by then, because Esau, his main goal, that's his goal, man. His goal is to get rid of the Israelites. That's his main goal. He don't want a lick of Israelite blood on this planet, man. That's the hatred that he has for us, man. That's why he forwarded the affliction. As Yahweh said, man, he said they helped forward the affliction. They forwarded because the hatred that they have for us, man. They had that perpetual hatred towards us, man. As the scriptures say. So we gotta have that perpetual hatred towards them too. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. Boom, boom. Because in our kingdom, you know what I'm saying? After Esau Edom, pursuant to the scripture, after Esau Edom serves his term of 1,000 years, we're deleting him from existence. There will no more that he'll be brought to naught. There won't be no such thing as Edomites in the kingdom of heaven after those 1,000 years. And that's going to be an example unto you other heathen nations that hated us. Cooperate or die. That's going to be the only option. Live or die, man. But let's jump back to that Psalms, man. No, as a matter of fact, got another scripture. Because this is Psalms right here. I think it just left my mind. It left my mind. Salaki, it left my mind. Cause that's Esau's main goal, man. He wants to make Israel not in remembrance. Why? Because he know he know who the Israelites are. You know what I'm saying? Esau, you know how them songs, and he prayed on my downfall. That's how Esau is, man. He looking for our downfall. He was happy when we fell. He loved it. He loved when we sinned against our power. He loved it. He loved it, man. Because he know what that does. When we sin and transgress the law of our power and be rebellious against Yahweh by Shah, he knows that puts us in a position where the Most High puts us lowly. He sees that now. You know what I'm saying? The nations see, the sons of the power done fell off. You know what I'm saying? And now Yahweh done set up Esau. You know what I'm saying? Because he said he bring it down one and he set up another. He brought down his Israelites. Why? Because we wasn't being Israelites. We were being like the heathen nations. He said learn not the way of the heathen. The heathen supposed to be learning our way. We ain't supposed to be learning the way of the heathen. When we get into the kingdom of heaven, which is being established right now with his elect, because we're a people before his place, when it get built physically, when we're having them build our kingdom physically, we're going to push our laws and statute commandments on them. We're going to push it on them. That's what we were supposed to be doing back then. We're supposed to be pushing it on them, not, doing nerd things, especially with the women. You know what I'm saying? We'll get women and we won't push our laws on them. We'll start following their laws. That's what happened to the men with the Moabs, man. I can't think of the dude's name, but that what happened to him, man. They got put to death by Yahweh by Shah because they wasn't pushing their laws on the women. They was just, oh, I'm gonna sacrifice in your God's name, even though their God is just a feeble creation. Our God, our power ain't a creation. He is. He just a be, man. Yahweh, the source, man. That's our God. That's our power. Do you have many gods before him? I mean, under him, in better words. You have many gods, in other words, because gods mean ruler, divine judges. He had many gods under him, man. But he is the God, the source. He is the ruler of all spirits, the father of all spirits, as his name is, man. Yahweh. Yeah, I can't even think of the scripture right now. It was just in my mind, man. Salakia. It had left me. Yeah, but that's Esau's main goal, man, is to make Israel not in remembrance. That perpetual hatred that he has towards us. He doesn't want no Israelite. He doesn't want us alive, man. Let's just jump back to it then, man. Don't forget, man, you know what I'm saying, through the prosperity of Yahweh Shah, man, Esau is not your friend. He is your enemy, man. Because, you know, I was watching a video by the Apostle Gabar, and he was saying, why should I take anything from this man? Scripture said, though his iron rusted, so did his wickedness. Though he go crouching, he wants to take your spot, roughly paraphrasing. Why should he take anything from this man if this man is fully dedicated to cutting me off from a nation, cutting us off from a nation, to make Israel not in remembrance? Why should we take anything? Everybody's running down to Egypt for help and stuff. Seek Yahweh by Shah. Go to the scriptures, man. The Most High said he made medicines out of the earth. And Yahweh by Shah, he wound, heals, and kill, man. So you should be going to him because he wound, heals, and kill. Esau doesn't wound, heal, and kill. Yahweh does all those things. As he said, I create the light and the dark. I, Yahweh, do all this. That's who you should be seeking, not this devil, man. Let alone this devil being the main adversary. Don't even seek no other heathen nation, man. You should be seeking your power. Because these heathen nations, they're built upon trying to make Israel not in remembrance. That's where their mind is, man. You got to remember that. It said, I'm going to read it again. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they have hate thee, have lifted up the head. So they hate us, man. It says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted against us with one consent. They are confederate against us, against thee. And it goes on to tell you who are those, which are the heathen nation, which are non-Israelites. Now you have Hebrew Edomites, but they're not Hebrew Israelites. That's the problem, man. But Lord will, this is edified through the spirits of Yahweh, Basham Shah, man. Why would you take something from a snake, man? Think about that. Think about that. It even shows in the regular world. You know what I'm saying? You'll probably watch a movie, so they be like, why would I take something from you? And you full dedicated to taking my spot, trying to get rid of me, trying to get me out of the picture. Why should I take this gift from you? You know, all of a sudden, hey, I got you something, bro. That's how Esau's like. Esau's like, hey, I got you. He's talking to Jacob like, hey, I got you. I got something for you, Jacob. I got you a present. You know what I'm saying? I got you some candy. But then Jacob said that the day shall come where I should kill my brother, slay my brother Jacob. So think about that, man. Esau's in that spirit. He's in that mindset that he wants to get rid of Israel no matter what it takes. He's even willing to fuck up his own people just to get rid of Israel. That's how bad it is, man. You think those chemtrails just affecting us and the GMO just affecting us? That's affecting his own people too. But he don't care. He's doing whatever it takes to get rid of Israel, man. And the other heathen nations are too. But Esau, that top adversary. Don't forget, man, his goal. Why would you take anything? He's bringing out this jab, man. You know what I'm saying? He's bringing out this Crown Vic jab. And Jake is running, trying to front row seats to get in the jab. You got some Jake that's not. But then you got some Jakes that are, man. Do you not know that this devil, Esau Edom, he's done made crap? His goal is to make us not in remembrance. Don't forget that. Remember these things, man. Know who your enemy is through the power and spirit of Yahweh by Shah, man. But to y'all, I say shalom, man.